lot of important topics to talk about today, notably Lisa being scammed by her former manager, twice being accused of plagiarism, and no, it has nothing to do with my video, BigHit's apology for Suga, and of course, Blackpink's solos. Hi, welcome to my totally legit news show. That's right, canceling me for this very scandalous video will not stop me from providing you with pure, authentic, totally unbiased journalistic work. But also, I did not blatantly accuse Twice of copying G-Friend. That's misinformation. But like, whatever floats your boat. Obviously, M Black did it first. So make sure you subscribe and click that bell to be notified so you can keep up with my shenanigans. I also wanted to take a minute to talk about something so much more important going on right now. As I expressed in my last news video, if you have the money to donate, then donate to causes that aim to uplift, help, and center Black people. If you have the time, volunteer it. Use your platform to spread information and amplify the voices of those who need the most amplification. So, it's really important right now to show your solidarity no matter what country you're from. So I've left resources in the description box, and I will also be leaving them in a pinned comment. So places that you can donate, such as bail funds or organizations. I'm also going to leave a list of accounts that you should be following, such as Rachel Cargill or Decolonizing Therapy, a list of people whose work is really essential and who you should definitely follow, whose voices you should definitely be amplifying. So the first story we're going to talk about is Blackpink's Lisa apparently being scammed out of 1 billion Korean won, which is about roughly $800,000 US. Now, fans are absolutely livid about this. They are mad at the manager, or rather ex-manager, but more importantly, they are mad at YG because they claim that this is an internal issue that could have been prevented by them. Fans have a certain expectation from YG to protect their artists, but it seems time and time again, something serious just falls through the cracks that could negatively affect their idols. So on June 2nd, Market News reported that her ex-manager had apparently asked her for a large sum of money under the guise that he would help her invest into real estate, but then allegedly used that money for gambling. Now I say apparently and allegedly because really the only statement that we've received from YG Entertainment is the following. After looking into the matter, we confirmed that Lisa was a victim of fraud by former manager A. According to Lisa's wishes to settle this amicably, as the former manager was someone Lisa had trusted, Manager A has reimbursed a part of the sum and has left the company after agreeing on a reimbursement plan for the rest of the sum. We bow our heads and apologize for causing concern to the fans who love our artists. We are embarrassed by the misconduct of A, and we are feeling responsible for the management and supervision. We are taking preventative measures so that this does not happen again. Now, this is admittedly quite vague compared to a lot of information that we're kind of seeing going around. So please know that that was YG's official statement. All other information is basically from different sources. And notably, we also have Lisa's quote-unquote friend who did an interview with Sports Chosun. And this friend kind of went into detail about how Manager A was essentially someone that all of the members could really trust and rely on, but ultimately had issues with gambling and ended up scamming Lisa out of a lot of money. Now, this friend theorizes that Manager A might have targeted Lisa because she was from Thailand and because she is a foreigner and has been in Korea without her family and thusly would be more vulnerable to such a situation. So we're seeing that type of information, but we're also seeing a lot of different types of information kind of circling around Instagram and Twitter. So I will touch on them a little bit, but please take it with a grain of salt. I've seen a lot of people say that, he targeted her because she was Thai, and he targeted her from a really young age. Like since pre-debut, he has been collecting money from her. Now, from the statements that I've seen from YG, it doesn't seem that it has been ongoing for a long time, but I don't know, again, it's quite vague. But either way, a lot of people are really angry at YG for kind of letting this happen. I mean, you have to understand, you put your trust into your employees and then they go and do something like this. It doesn't look good for the company at all. But luckily, there's a lot of fans supporting Lisa and, telling her, it's not your fault. Because the situation isn't entirely, black or white. Or black and pink, I'll see myself out. But yeah, it's really nice to see a lot of people supporting Lisa, especially since there's a lot of eyes on this right now, a lot of people giving their opinions on it. Can we blame YG? I mean, in every situation, that's a yes. And you know, I've also seen a lot of people allege that there were managers at YG previously that stole large sums of money from both Big Bang and 21 back in the day. However, this is something that I couldn't personally verify. But at the end of the day, there's always really fishy things being alleged towards YG Entertainment. And, you know, there is no secret that there are some internal issues that definitely need to be fixed. Okay, so our next story is Twice's Plagiarism. Now, this actually has nothing to do with the video that I uploaded where I expressed that Twice's More and More was familiar and addressed some plagiarism accusations that fans were expressing and promptly debunking them, might I add. And honestly, you know, the similarity lies in the fact that they're dancing on top of strikingly blue water. To me, I wouldn't even go as far as saying that it's even inspired, to be honest with you. Because, fun fact, Black did it first. But I did want to address the backlash from that video really quickly before we get into the actual plagiarism accusations. So I've been sent a lot of screenshots and videos of people, you know, spreading misinformation about my video. And honestly, I really appreciate that you guys are looking out for me and defending me. But I also don't want you guys to get emotionally drained by doing that. Like, I want you to know that it's okay. I'm okay. This tends to happen sometimes. And I really appreciate your support. It honestly really warms my heart. It does mean a lot to me. But I do have my own measures in place when things get a little bit hectic, so please just don't worry about that. But back to Twice and their actual plagiarism. The thing is, I can only take plagiarism accusations seriously if the actual artist comes forward and claims that it was copied. Otherwise, the rest is basically just hearsay. So, an artist by the name of Davis or Davey McCarty accused Twice of plagiarizing his work in their music video. So basically this big colorful piece that we see mostly near the end of the music video. Now, if you go on his Instagram, you can see the piece and similar pieces to it quite a bit. He seems to be quite popular for quite, you know, triangular, colorful designs. Oh my, look at me trying to describe art. Where's my BFA? But alas, he made a post about the plagiarism and has since deleted it as JYP released a statement basically saying that they requested that the MV production company come to a mutual settlement through conversation with the original artist of this piece. And moving on to, of course, expressing that they will be essentially more diligent for things like this in the future. However, like my own video that didn't even express any actual valid plagiarism, it seems when artists do come forward to protect their copyright, it's met with a lot of backlash from fans who really want to defend their faves so blindly. And I mean, I decided to look at his most recent post and look at the comments, and of course there were Twice fans making a fool of themselves. And this does not represent every single fan of Twice, but it is a huge issue within the K-pop community that I personally think is disgusting. Artists 100% have the right to protect their work. Stop trying to blindly defend your faves when the company is going behind the scenes and trying to, you know, adequately fix the issue. Okay, so on to more Blackpink news. Oh my god, I don't know what to think about any of this. This is a lot for my blink heart. Apparently, Rose is getting her solo finally. Now, I can't help but reiterate the story that I've told before, but when I found out that Rosie was going to get her solo, I rushed to make a video predicting her solo because I really wanted the video to come out before her solo came out. It was stressing me out so much because I really didn't want to miss the deadline, even though there was no confirmed deadline. I clowned myself, I will admit. But anyways, I rushed and I created the video and I released the video, and that was 6 months ago. So we've been waiting a really long time. But from this information we've received, not only is Rosie getting her solo, but everyone else is as well. YG released a statement on Twitter expressing that they have been working on her solo songs for over a year now, and that they plan to release it in September after Blackpink's full album, and then consecutively they release other member solos as well. So starting from Rosie, then moving on to Lisa, and then Jisoo as well. But the real question is, do you believe this or not? Like, do you really think that this is going to pan out the way they say it will? Because so far they have been saying, okay, we're going to have a comeback, but then they've delayed it so many times. Like, you know, we've been waiting over a year for anything. And then suddenly we're getting a full album and we got a collab with Lady Gaga and then 3 solos? Holy shit. I mean, I'm a bit skeptical, but admittedly, I'm also so excited because apparently from the wording of all of this, it seems that it's not just going to be one song for at least Rosie's solo. It's going to potentially be many songs. And I predict that I'm going to fuck up down the line and get canceled. Again! But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think their solos are going to look like? And should I do a predicting Blackpink's solo video? I'm not going to put a rush on it though because, you know, can't fool me twice. Twice? Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is an update from my last Totally Legit news show, which had to do with Suga's song sampling a sermon from controversial American cult leader Jim Jones. Now, BigHit released a statement essentially saying the vocal sample of the speech in the introduction of the song What Do You Think on the mixtape was selected without any special intent by the producer who worked on the track, who was unaware of the identity of the speaker and used the sample for the overall atmosphere of the song. They then go on to explain how the song went through their regular internal process to make sure it was okay, but an error was made since they obviously didn't realize the problematic nature of the speech or who the speech was from. And in response, they have decided to remove the song from platforms, take away the intro, and re-upload the new version. Alas, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to let me know what you think of everything down in the comments below. And since you're here, check the links in the description. And I will also pin a comment of all the resources that I think are very much needed right now. I will see you guys next time. Bye!